We are up to
Toronto. The Toronto Raptors.
They're tough. I'll get this out of the way
tough.
because are they going to have cap space? Is Kyle Lowry coming back? What I would like to see them do is keep Kyle Lowry and just run it back, or see them
go. It just doesn't feel like that's going to happen, though.
It doesn't, but I'm not ruling it out just because
I want it to happen, but it doesn't feel like it's going to happen.
And if you don't have Lowry, you're operating with cap space. But if you don't have Lowry, are you going to consider rebuilding because you have the number?
I kind of think you're going to blow it up. I have listed as my ideal realistic target for this team James Wiseman, because I think that Lowry is gone, which means that you're blowing it up. And I love the Pascal Siakam to Golden State framework.
I came up, I don't love it. I'm not going to lie. I don't like the Siakam Draymond fit on offense. You don't like Randall Siakam on offense, but you're all about Draymond and Siakam. Explain.
Because Draymond doesn't need to play offense for that team.
Okay.
Randall does need to play offense for that New York team. That's the difference in a nutshell.
All right. Well, I can't believe you hate one fit versus the other. That's all I'm saying. Like, there should be a middle ground here on the Randall Siakam.
There's no such thing as the middle ground. I've never sat on the fence in my life. Anyone who has listened to this pod knows that I'm terrible at sitting on the fence, right?
So you think that the Raptors are more likely to blow it up then?
I do.
Which does that entail trading Van Fleet or just Siakam?
I think just Siakam.
Why?
I think because I think that the return is greater for Siakam, given the versatility that he's displayed. And there's a general sense that there's more that you can get out of him. Van Fleet, while he's so good, it feels like he's just an easier building block for Toronto to keep, because you're probably not getting as much back in return.
I honestly don't know what to expect from them. I do think they could blow it up. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded both Van Fleet and Siakam at this point. It wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't expect this, but it wouldn't shock me if they traded number 4 in a win now play. We just mentioned the Simmons stuff. They've been linked to Simmons, and that'd probably be a 3-team
This could
deal.
go any direction.
Yeah.
Literally any direction.
I will say, if you want to do the in-between direction, Lowry leaves, maybe you decide to work with cap space. I definitely think you need to look at like a Spencer Dinwiddie there to help you, just because you're going to need another guy who can initiate from the point of attack. And that's like sort of the name I've circled. I know some people have mentioned Lonzo Ball. I guess that makes sense with Brent Van Fleet and Pascal Siakam there. I like Spencer Dinwiddie, even though he's not a great shooter, in Toronto a little bit more. But that's like I can't even begin to think about free agents, because I think it's so, I guess we can both agree that whatever they do is one way or another moored to Kyle Lowry's future. Because if he doesn't come back, that's the impetus for a rebuild or using cap space. If he does return, are you keeping the number 4 pick? Are you looking to make a win now trade?
I'm looking to make a win now trade for sure.
Couldn't you see a Jalen Suggs coming in there and helping them right away then, or no? Not with Lowry.
I don't think so. I don't think it's so difficult for any guard to make an immediate impact, much less when you're playing behind those two.
Moral of the story: re-sign Gary Trent Jr. Toronto.
There you go.